Agent Frowny, your target is Victor Blows His Nose. In and out. Discreet. You have 6 minutes.
6 minutes? Preposterous. I'll need at least 20 to run my pre-operational checklist, and another 6 to sterilize the air vents.
You have the dossier for 2 weeks.
And I've cross-referenced his dental records with the floor tile patterns of his mansion. C-Tab 9. Right there.
Agent, the window is now. Go, go!
Not yet. Jeez, I haven't finished calculating wind drift for the microdrones. What if Blows His Nose switches colognes? I've only prepped for sandalwood and Dior Sauvage.
He's getting away like Tinkerbell in a windstorm. Dagnabbit, Frowny.
Just as I predicted.
Predicted?
Yes, it's in my When Things Go Wrong binder.
You know what keeps you alive at MI6? Dumb luck and bad aim. Not whatever you just decanted into that travel-sized cologne atomizer. You assiduous twit.
Welcome to Nerd Word, an electron-induced vocabulary edutainment podcast for building your speech, confidence, and brainceps.
Assiduous, adjective, showing great care, attention, and persistent effort, marked by consistent and diligent application. An example might be something like assiduously publishing weekly episodes of Nerd Word, without taking 2 to 3 month breaks.
And today's nerd word is...
Assiduous.
Assiduous. Should we talk about it at great lengths? Should we spend eons talking about assiduous? Should we break down every aspect assiduous? Should we just continue on relentlessly
See,
covering every
this is going to be an
detail
interesting
of assiduous?
aspect of our back and forth today because you're presenting it in kind of a negative way.
I don't mean to. Maybe
But
fastidious is...
fastidious is a compliment. I know you creative types might not think so.
I don't know what you mean by creative types. Tell me the definition of assiduous.
This is from my good friends, Merriam-Webster.
Miriam.
And assiduous means showing great care, attention, and effort, marked by careful, unremitting attention and persistent application.
Do you like when I do that?
I do. It means that you really are appreciating what I said.
Mm-hmm.
The Google definition used the word perseverance.
Perseverance. Perseverate.
No, unacceptable. Those are 2 different words.
But they're close, right?
They are very close.
Go back and listen to that episode. It was
Yeah.
on,
But perseverance, I think, is often what we describe as a positive thing.
Absolutely.
You can stick to it. You can do all the things.
Yeah.
And for all intents and purposes, assiduous sits right there.
Oh, okay.
So Merriam-Webster had a bit of a narrative section at the beginning talking about the implications of this word and said that it might be a more appropriate word than careful. So if you were trying to describe someone as careful or...
They might be a little too cautious. Careful might be cautious.
Right. But see, again, you're making a statement of like, oh, this is just one step too far, or this is almost a problematic kind of trait that you might have. And all of this definition describes this as a positive note, essentially saying that this is a quality of somebody who can sit and do something for a really long time, who will dedicate themselves to one specific thing. The common phrasing that they gave in this particular entry for the word was assiduous planning.
Yes.
Somebody who is diligently going through and saying, I'm going to take all the care and attention to ensure that whatever it is comes off without a hitch, that this is fully planned.
Like highlighting the positive aspects of being type A.
Yeah, but also I think when you would apply this word is when you're talking about somebody who is almost dedicated to something.
Leslie Knope.
She was an assiduous individual, and in a way that was, dogged, but for a good thing.
And she had so much care to something so silly. Well, silly to us, but not to her.
I was going to say, but that's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting because also I really appreciate it because Merriam-Webster said it has more oomph than careful. Because
Good job.
The magnitude is obviously there
like using
to say
oomph in anything.
It suggests a dogged or tireless persistence. This is somebody who is just going to keep going. I would say that this word belongs in our conversations around grit.
Oh, yeah. And we love that word.
Yes, we do, because
Just
are you an
quick question.
assiduous person?
How much does Angela Duckworth?
Ha ha ha.
I did that
she's
wrong.
never heard that joke
I
before.
messed that up so bad.
It's okay.
Dang it, half-price books.
I also appreciated that this description of saying that it has more oomph than careful, that using the word assiduous over another synonym implies that this person is in it for the long haul.
Yeah.
I am not going to give up halfway through this task. I'm going to continue to persist until accomplishment or...
But you say, well, I want to point out, narrating, like, I'm going to do this. I'm not, like, it's not them narrating. It's just built into their blood, right? Think Andy Dufresne from The Shawshank Redemption.
Andy did like he was told. Buffed those shoes to a high mirror shine.
Well, that's true.
Assiduous in nature, like, it was part of his entire being, like being a banker, all the way through his precision and care and attention to detail and spending 20 years trying to escape.
But this is what makes good, let's say, type A professions. This is what makes you naturally gifted at your job. You're predisposed if you're an assiduous person, because I don't want an event planner.
Would you classify you as an assiduous person?
I would say 85%, yes.
Yes, I would classify you as an
There are some
assiduous
other
person.
things where I'm perfectly willing to walk away.
Well, you care about things that you care about.
Don't walk away, girl.
Extreme attention.
This is borrowed from a Latin verb. I don't speak Latin. I feel like we should get AI to say it in Latin every time.
I really enjoy pretending like I can speak Latin after you
okay.
butcher it. I butcher it more.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
I believe that the verb is assidere.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That sounds
and
good.
it means to sit beside. A person who is assiduous is going to sit beside that task,
Forever.
that activity, that pursuit, as long as it takes.
Stick-to-itiveness.
Stick-to-itiveness.
Ass in seats.
Okay. Yes, indeed.
Real quick, I got to point out my friend who's also assiduous. I got to give a shout out to Ray Cornell from Cornell Content Marketing. I've worked with Ray across several teams over the years, sometimes hiring her, sometimes being hired by her. And every time it's the same. She just gets it.
A very assiduous person.
She is incredibly assiduous. Her emails are remarkable to read because I don't remember who said it. Sorry, the letter was so long. If I had more time, it would have been shorter.
Yeah.
I love concision, and it seems like Ray does that so well.
Did you just make that word up?
Concision?
Yeah.
No?
That's a fantastic use of the word concise.
I know.
I'm going to look that up and make sure that's real.
Okay.
Fact check, listeners.
Anyway,
Joseph.
Ray over at Cornell Content Marketing. She writes these emails where the subject line sets you up for understanding what you're about to read. And then everything is like perfectly organized and bulleted, somewhat fastidious, but in a good way. Got to clear that up.
Now, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to say it's been great working with her. Also, she helped with the content marketing aspect of NerdWord, understanding who the listenership could possibly be, because I didn't fully grasp that. And so if you're interested in expanding your marketing at all, go over to CornellContentMarketing.com, and Cornell spelled just like the university.
Now, I don't think fastidious was listed as a synonym of assiduous, which means,
how is that possible?
in my mind, that you could be assiduous and absolutely bananas.
I am a banana!
But because
You
you
could also be
are
fastidious and absolutely
now,
bananas.
it does say showing great care, which is typically
fastidious.
somebody who's fastidious, because
Yeah.
you're focused on details and doing things correctly and making sure that all the rules are followed and parameters met. But it doesn't specifically say that, and it does not list fastidious. So I wonder, is there an application here where you can be assiduous and an absolute disaster? Like, you're so doggedly dedicated to lawn care, but you keep ruining your lawn. But you're never giving up. You're continuing to ruin that garden.
Wouldn't that fall more into the category of obsessive with its underlying negative tones?
Yeah, because I think being obsessive is like you bring everything else down. This is clearly positive in that you're tirelessly persisting in your efforts.
That sounds positive.
Yeah, obsessive doesn't sound positive.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's the opposite.
But fastidious is neither positive nor negative. It's just detail oriented.
Yeah.
Well, I think you could argue that there could be an assiduous crazy person out there.
The other term that I'm wondering, does it fit into is it inappropriate to say anal retentive?
No.
Okay. Would somebody that's assiduous be anal retentive if they took it too far?
I don't know. So one of the pieces of this puzzle here was that Romans used this word to describe somebody who was settled or consistently present.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that inspires more of the
passionate,
the pursuit part. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do this. I'm not going to jump in and out of any kind of task. Once I set my mind to it, like we're just going to keep going. It's the just keep swimming of adjectives.
Just keep swimming.
But if you were to say anal retentive or fastidious or whatever, those are usually procedural, like getting lost in the weeds kind of things, which is slightly missing from this definition because this is more conceptual in that Latin origin of saying to sit beside. Andy Dufresne was going to sit beside that task the entire time.
So was Leslie Knope.
Also, it's interesting because I'm sure that you could have used it both positive and negative, but what Merriam-Webster mentioned was that it's mostly positive now, and the negatives, synonyms, obsequious.
Really?
So the negative uses of this word have mostly been phased out because we have other more appropriate words.
Give me the 5-cent definition for obsequious before we move on.
Obsequious to me means flattering to a, maybe not flattering, but
obsessive.
Not, it's like I'm gonna do anything that you want me to do to a way that's insincere.
Servile.
A way that's insincere. Oh, servile. Yeah. Okay, great. You said 5 cents. That was probably only worth like 2.
Servile probably put it over the top though.
Yeah, it was more like a quarter.
Yeah.
Ooh. Top notch.
Inflation.
That's all I got.
That's all you got? You don't have...
What do you got?
Leslie Knope, Andy Dufresne. The other one that I thought about when discussing assiduous, you think of somebody who's also studious, right? You don't?
I do. Yes.
Think of Hermione Granger.
Yeah.
Would she not be assiduous?
She's very assiduous.
Knows in the books.
Yeah.
She was dedicated.
That was actually one of the in use examples that they gave was an assiduous student.
See?
But if you have the word studious, would you need the word assiduous?
They're, what would you call them? Adjacent friends?
Synonyms? Rhyming?
Not synonyms, not rhyming, but just, adjacent.
Adjacent. Like fastidious. Fastidious is neither positive nor negative. You are just detail-oriented. Studious is listed in a positive connotation as saying you enjoy it. I feel like assiduous, even though it's not necessarily part of the definition, has more of that you're getting fulfillment out of that tireless pursuit. It's a compliment.
It's a compliment.
Compliment your friends today.
Yeah, that was the whole point of this word. Instead of insulting with pizzazz,
we're going to compliment with pizzazz.
We want to add some positivity to
absolutely
your
put it out there in the
skills.
world. Nerd Word is a Revision Sound production. If you love what you hear, subscribe.